Good morning, YouTube friends. Today is my Crafty update number 11 video. It is Saturday, January 17th. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. I think I'm going to try a little different format rather than do the structure of WIPs, FOs, plans, acquisitions, that kind of thing. I think I'll do it in terms of the projects that I'm going to work on. So for example, when I did my WIP parade last time, at the end of that, it was off camera, I spun a wheel and it picked which WIP I was going to work on. So I think I'll go by that way. So we're going to do the WIPs, then the 12 cast on sections. So if you haven't seen those videos, that's the 12 cast ons of 2026. It's a knit along, crochet along by Angela of Yarn and Yarns. And yeah, so I've cast on most of those projects. I'm going to finish that video today, hopefully. And then I'm going to do a section on crochet alongs or knit alongs, various ones going on. It's hard not to get involved. You want to do them all, so we'll see. So first of all today, and I know I did want to say also, once again, my name is Wendy. Welcome to my craft room. I live in southwestern Ontario. It's pretty cold here today. It's about 30 degrees, 32 degrees Fahrenheit, 0 degrees Celsius. It's snowing again. We've had a little bit of snow in the last couple days. Yeah, so that's probably my update. I was so excited. I was watching Pamela at Ginger Cat Crochet and she did a shout out for me. I was so excited. That was so nice of her. I'll link her channel below. I really appreciate that, Pamela. Thank you so much. And yeah, so now we'll get on with our WIPs. So from my list, I spun my wheel and the first WIP that was selected was my Wild Geese DK socks. This pattern is by Nancy Wheeler. And they went rather quickly. She has a really interesting measurement to help decide when to start your gusset increases. And this is one of the few times I've done a toe-up sock, so that was really interesting as well. So anyway, I did finish them. So I'm very happy about that. Hopefully this will be my thumbnail. Okay, the yarn is by Polka Dot Creek, and it was the year before last, the Friends Club that they had, and this was named after the girls' apartment. Yeah, very pretty. It's yellows and purples, and then the aqua. Yeah, so I'm very happy with those. Now the second thing that I did finish, I can't really show you much of them. This is a test pattern by Anne, the 3 a.m. knitter. She's working on a book, and these socks are called sandbar socks. And let me see, I'll just show you the bottom of the sock. Yeah, you can see. That yarn was gifted to me. Oh, it's a very nice pattern, and it'll be in her book, so I'll show you the whole sock once her book has been published. The yarn was also by Polka Dot Creek, and it was called Lagoon, and I think it was an old colorway because the label was one that I don't recognize, so I think it was before I started became aware of them. That yarn was gifted to me by Judy of Judy's Crochet Creations in Crochet. She has a podcast. I'll link it below. She's also in Canada, just an hour or so up the road from me. I had done a crocheted project for her. She doesn't like to do small amigurumi type things, so I offered to do it for her. It was a kit she had won, and she wanted to do it for her nephew, or I think her nephew's child. Anyway, so I did it for her, and she sent me a thank you and some yarn. It was very nice. Okay, so that's done. So now I'm going to spin the wheel for the next WIP that we will be working on for the next 2 weeks. And if I don't finish the WIP, then I'll just put it back in and we'll recycle them. Yeah. Okay. Edit. I need to take out the Wild Geese socks and the sandbar socks. Okay. Okay, the only thing with this app, you get ads. Come on. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to hit spin. Oh, corner to corner, join as you go blanket. Ooh. Okay, just one moment and I'll find that. Okay. This was a tutorial by Terry at the Yarn Joy podcast. Let me see how much I got done. Oh, very pretty. So I'm one block short of having 2 complete strips done. I am using Caron Skinny Cakes in the colorway Spearmint, and I'm using a 4mm hook, crochet hook. Yeah, so I'll have to get back to watching the video. That's the trouble. When your WIPs get out of hand like that, you forget how you were doing, what you were doing, where you were. So it's going to take me a little while to get re-familiarized with that. But that's what I'll work on for my WIPs for the next 2 weeks. Okay. Next is the 12 cast ons. I have done a little work on one of them since you saw it last. This is the blanket. I'm using kind of a camo inspired look, but I'm using a yarn. Okay. A yarn that I got in a Christmas box, like an Advent box from Cambridge Fibre Arts in Chatham. Or no, not Chatham, in Cambridge. And yeah. So the bulk of it will be that color, and then the other 2 colors will be Mainstays, Lily Pad, and Camouflage. Oh, I forgot to turn my light on. There we go, that's better. Okay, and when you last saw it, I was here. So I had done the bottom stripe and then the second one. So then I added another cream stripe, and then this stripe I did the opposite. I did Camouflage, Lily, and Camouflage, and this one I did Lily, Camouflage, Lily. So I thought I would, just to use the yarn up more evenly. Yes, I'm liking how that's looking. So we'll have to see if I get to work on that for the next 2 weeks or not. We will spin. Okay, more ads. Okay, so I'm going to spin, numbers. Okay, so there was 12 cast-ons for the year. Like I say, I have 8 of them done. I'm working on the other 4 today. So once I get those cast on, then even if one of those numbers comes up, that's okay. So this wheel just has numbers 1 to 12. And so we'll spin it. And we'll see which project I'll work on for the next 2 weeks. Number 4. So, I can tell you what number 4 is. Number 4, oh, Musselburgh hat by Ysolda Teague. Okay, one moment, I'll get that and show it to you. Okay. So, this is the Musselburgh pattern by Ysolda Teague. And I'm using a 4-weight worsted. This is the Red Heart version of Camouflage. Red Heart Super Saver. Yeah. Camouflage. And this is what I've got done so far after the cast on day. Yeah. So once I get my cast ons complete, I have 4 more to do. And once I get those complete, then I'll work on this for the next 2 weeks, and we'll see how far I get. Okay. Now, when I had started my channel, I did want to address not only the WIPs, but also the yarn that I purchased from Mary Maxim. So I wanted to do a Mary Maxim Monday, but we'll just say any day. But so I do have, and the first project that I had done was, I have it right here on my chair, my patchwork sweater. And I used the Red Heart All-in-One Granny Flower Power and Itty Bitty Stripes, and then another yarn that I had got at Mary Maxim. So I haven't got back to those projects yet, so I think we'll spin that, and then that'll be my focus. So for the 2 weeks, I'll focus on the WIP, the cast on, and the Mary Maxim project, hopefully. Alrighty. So, yeah. So let's just spin. We'll see what yarn comes up. Boy, that's taking a long time. There we go. Flower Power Come On Clover. Ooh, okay. Hold on a second. I'll dig out that. Okay. So this is the Flower Power Come On Clover. And Okay, so I'll have to look up, see if I can get some inspiration for something to make with that. We shall see. Okay, so I believe that's all of the wheel spinning we have to do. Now, crochet alongs and knit alongs and that kind of thing. Erin at Crafting Kitty does a designer spotlight every month, and this month she is, for January and February, she is highlighting Ophelia Talks. So I was looking at, I haven't done any of her patterns yet. I know the reading shawl is very popular, so I was looking at her videos, and one thing caught my eye is this little soap pouch. So I did make that, but I figured that's not enough to enter the competition with. So I was looking at what else to make, and in one of the videos she's wearing a sweater that I really liked, and apparently it's a modification of the reading shawl. So her friend Anya, and that's her name as well, but it's her friend Anya, created this Anya's Batwing reading sweater. It's not a great picture of it. Here's a picture of the back of it. So I thought I might use that as one of my 12 cast ons. Yeah, so I'll hopefully get that started today. And then I noticed Repeat Crafter Me has posted her first square of her 2026 blanket, which I had no intention of doing, but then when I saw the square, it's so cute. It's, I don't know if you've seen it yet, but it's, oh, let me see if I can find it quickly. It's a little ice skate. So I guess the theme of her blanket is, she's going to do 2 blankets this year, I think. The first one is going to be winter activities. Let me see if I can find, yeah. So here's just like a little cartoon version of the blanket, and here's the first square. Is that not adorable? So I think I'm gonna have to try it. I probably won't keep up, but you know how that goes. Yeah, so I think I am going to work on that. And then also, what else? I know Jada and Stitches put out a video. I haven't watched it yet, but I did watch Terry at the Yarn Joy podcast, and she is tempted to do that blanket as well. I think the details are coming out on Monday, but it sounds intriguing. It sounds different. So chances are I'm going to want to do that as well. Yeah. And then there is the kitchen sink. She puts out patterns every month for a dishcloth, and that pattern came out last week. Well, I don't know if I'll get a chance to do that or not, but I'd like to. Yeah, so I think that's it for now. Lots and lots to do. I don't know. It's funny because when I look at, like, last year, Repeat Crafter Me's blanket was adorable, and I know Geraldine at Geese Off the Hook Crochet, is that her name? G Crochet Off the Hook. Anyway, sorry Geraldine. I'll link her channel below. I saw she did the blanket and it's gorgeous. I was a little bit nervous of it because it's corner to corner, but like a graph game kind of corner to corner. So I haven't done that yet. Yeah. So it was adorable. The same with the one that she did a couple years ago with the gnomes. That was gorgeous too, and I didn't try that because of the corner to corner. I did do her Under the Sea blanket, and I love how that turned out. And that was a lot of appliques as well. You did the background square, and then you did an applique, and sewed that on to the square. So yeah, so it would be similar to that. Oh, one more thing. Before Christmas, I had drew the next crochet challenge from Valerie's Cuddly Cat Crochet cards that I bought from her Etsy store. And I don't see it here right now, but the one that I drew, and I haven't done, I've been procrastinating, is to crochet something without a pattern. So I guess I could count that blanket. Oh, that's kind of cheating though. I need something more challenging than that. Yeah, so I'm gonna get back at that. Gonna write that down so I don't forget. Okay, there we go. My next 2 weeks are set in stone. So I should get going and get started. Thank you all for watching. I have some new subscribers, which is thrilling. Yeah, so again, please like, subscribe, do all the YouTubey things. Oh, and one other thing. I'm going to link a channel below, and I would love it if you would go and subscribe to her. She is so close to 1,000 subscribers, and I think we could push her over the edge with, if you don't already subscribe to her. Her name is Jonna. Her channel is Jonna's Crochet Adventures in Crochet. I'll link it below. I'm terrible with names, but anyway, she's a really nice lady, and I would love to help her get to her 1,000. She's so close. Yeah, and with that said, thanks for watching again, and I will see you in 2 weeks for my next Crafty update, and 1 week for my next floss tube if you're watching. Okay, bye for now.